So welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. In this short video lessons, what exactly I'm going to teach you something called how to tell times. Right? It's very important topics. I made a video on it, but I did not go live on this particular class. So I thought it is very important for you to know exactly how you can speak, how can you tell time. Suppose somebody asks me time. What's the time right now? What's the time by your watch? We are looking at your watch keenly and you are trying to say this thing. But very unfortunately, we are telling the exactly, as a numerical factor. Suppose you say 1 by 2. In English, you call it half. 1 by 3, you call it one third. 1 by 4, you call it one fourth. 1 by, let it be 5, you call it one fifth, one sixth. Like, but exactly how you are going to express time in spoken English. So before that, let me share the screen before you. Here is the screen. Okay, just check it out. I have given a statement here. Check the following conversation. Check out the following conversation. Okay, what exactly you can see? Suppose there is a conversation between A and B. A and B. A is a person and B is a person. And there is a conversation. Suppose A is Muktikan sir and B is Prasanna sir. Then Muktikan sir is telling, when will you meet me? And I'm telling, I am going to meet you at 10:30 a.m. Just check out the second information. It is a conversation also. What's the time? By your watch. Suppose I am just moving away, or I'm just moving, or I'm just going, or I'm sitting, or I'm going, I'm traveling by train. So that time, a passerby who is standing, sitting, or sometimes anybody, okay, who doesn't have a watch, but he want or she wants to know the time, she'll ask you. That also happens most of the time. So what exactly are going to answer that? ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି, let me tell you a little bit in Oriya. ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି 10ଟା 20, 10ଟା 30, 10ଟା 40, 10ଟା 50. This is something called a, this is you are trying to express in numericals. This is numbers. But how exactly, ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି 1/2, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି ମାନେ ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ନା ହାଫ ମତେ ଦିଅ, ତାକୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ଯଦି ଆମେ ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକାଲ ରେ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରୁଛେ 1/2 କହୁଛେ, ରାଇଟ୍? ତ ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ମୁଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି କିଛି ସରବତ ପିଇବା ପାଇଁ, ମୋ ମାମା ବନେଇଛନ୍ତି, ତ ମୁଁ କଣ କହୁଛି, ମତେ ହାଫ ଦିଅ, ଆପଣ ତ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି 1/2 ଦିଅ ବୋଲି. If that is correct, then why you guys are telling like 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. to PM कहूनाहांती, because everybody knows that. I'll talk upon these particular things. So suppose it's 9:30, ଆମେ କେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି when 9:30 ହେଲା, that's in Odia. But whenever you are trying to speak somebody English, suppose you are trying to say somebody, what's the time right now? So how exactly you are going to tell? Suppose it's right now, most people are going to tell it's 8:40 p.m. or am you are going to tell. But there is another way also to express it. There is another way, and that is called telling time. ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହୁଥିଲି 1/2 equal to half, 1/3 equal to one third, 1/4 is equal to one fourth. କହୁଛନ୍ତି because that is something called how exactly you are trying to express everything in English. But whenever you say half, half ମାନେ 1/2 ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି. But ଆପଣ ମନେକର ଆପଣ ଖାଇବାକୁ କିଛି ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମତେ ହାଫ ଦିଅ, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି 1/2 ଦିଅ, you are not telling. But 1/2 means half. But why exactly you are trying to say 30? That may be in written English. So today our topic is that how exactly you are going to discuss, or how exactly you are going to tell time, and that is something called telling time. You are supposed to tell time in English. Okay. So before that, let me tell you some things about AM and PM. Everybody is using AM and PM. So what is AM and what is PM? Okay, so let me tell you, because look, this comes under general knowledge. This comes under also English. Because if somebody is going to ask you what is AM and PM, most people might have forgot it. So right now, this is time to recap everything. Okay, we are trying to discuss, because time is very precious. If you don't know how to express time, I'm sure you are not, giving a justice. And this is a very, very basic knowledge. This is not about English. This is basic knowledge, how exactly you're trying to express in English. Okay. So something called AM and PM. We are always running 12-hour clock format. A day consists of 24 hours. A day consists of 24 hours, but we have only calibrated as 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 nahi amar. Achi kothre ghontra apan dekhchindi. Have you ever seen 13 is there, 14 is there? No. But a day consists of 24 hours. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ହଉଛି 24 ଘଣ୍ଟା. And we don't have a watch where it is showing us 24 hours. We have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 1. And that's why AM and PM comes into existence, because of this fact. Right? AM stands for anti-meridium and PM stands for post-meridium. You should know that little bit. If you know some things, it's better for you. If somebody will ask you what is ATM, ATM stands for automated teller machine. So that's a knowledge actually you are supposed to. That's also comes under English. That is called acronym, abbreviation. If you say, sir, this is mathematics, no, this is in English also. Because this is called acronym or abbreviation. We use a lot of abbreviation, just like ETC. ETC. So it is an abbreviation, right? So exactly, M is an abbreviation of anti-meridium. Take it out for yourself. And PM stands for post-meridium. It looks like it's not English. Yes, your guess is correct. Actually, this is a Latin word, and it means before noun. AM stands for before noun, and PM stands for before noon. So before noon and afternoon, and noon is 12 PM. That you know very well. So 12 is something called AM or PM. 12 AM. That is the sun always over your head. Over your head. That preposition. Okay. So we are always here. There is a difference. If you go to you must have traveled by a railway. 100%. तो आपण ट्रेन रे ट्रावेल करछंती से समय AM PM न थाए आपण देखिथिबे 16टा 17टा 18टा 19टा 20टा एमती थाए. And that is something called the 24-hour clock format. But for day-to-day life, we are using 12-hour format, clock format. And that's why not only us, all the advanced technology, countries, just like the USA and the UK, they use 12-hour clock systems. And that's why AM and PM, English, why exactly I'm going to teach you? Obviously, it is there in English. Okay. So we are using 12-hour clock format. AM stands for anti-meridian and PM stands for post-meridian. Okay. And if you check out this clock, it is divided in two parts. Just take it two halves. Okay. This is something called 30 minutes because an hour consists of 60 minutes, that you know. And one portion is called 30 minutes, other portion is called 30 minutes. Exactly. Every hour is consisted of 4 different quarters. So 15 minutes is called a quarter. 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, and 4 quarter. So an hour has 4 quarter. Why? This is very important. Maybe you know, you must have known it. It doesn't matter. But my thing is that I have to give you all the concepts so that there should not be any ambiguity in the future. Okay. So this is like 30 minutes, 1 hour. And quarter means this is something called 4 quarters of an hour. This is 4 quarters. 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 3 to 9, and 9 to 12. That is called every 15 minutes consists of a quarter. That's 1 quarter is called 15 minutes. One half is called 30 minutes, right? Right now, how exactly you are supposed to tell time? So here is something called the very important concept. This is some things I'm looking at. Okay. So how exactly you are going to tell time? This is all about telling time. So normally, ame ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି, suppose I have a watch. Right now, I have a watch, or I can show you a watch like this. So in a watch, the it has three hands. One is called minute hands, hour, and second hands. The second hand is very insignificant. Upon second ଟା କେତେବେଳେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହୁଅନ୍ତିନି, just upon for the second 2 second ରେ ଆସୁଛି, but that is not 2 hour 2 seconds, you know very well, that consider 5 minutes. So for a day to day life, unless until is just like a sprint, or it is a scientific orbital motion, something like that, where there is science is there, where the second matters. But your day to day life, seconds doesn't matter. ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି ମୁଁ 12:10 2 ସେକେଣ୍ଡରେ ଆସିକି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲି, ତ second is very negligible in our day to day life. But let me tell you, whenever it comes to any scientific experimentation or something like that, that is where you are calculating on precision. Just like a sprint, Usain Bolt is running in Olympics, even 1 second there. Okay, but here it doesn't matter, right? You are making a movie, so second matters there. You are trying to put an just like a satellite into the orbit. India has put a lot of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, put a lot of artificial satellites into the orbit. So for their second matters, right? Because that is called something called accurate. We should be very accurate for that particular scientific things. But here, what is matter? Your minute and something called hour hand. Okay. So whenever you see a clock, the clock is a prototype clock. I have put it before you. Upon the okay. This is something called O clock. Remember, it's called O clock. P and AM we are not going to discuss. We are trying to how ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି 1/2. ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମତେ ଗୋଟେ half class ଦିଅ, ମତେ half class ଦିଅ. Half ମାନେ 1/2. You are not telling 1/2. ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମତେ ତାର 1/3, ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି 1/3 ଦିଅ, ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି 1/3 ଦିଅ, right? So that is something called mathematics. So whenever you say 12 p.m., 12 a.m., that is something called we are trying to use, different way. But here I am trying to give you the concept how exactly you can speak in spoken English. Upon time ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ନା, spoken English ରେ କେମିତି time କହିବେ, right? This is something called O clock. Anything you can say 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock, anything o'clock. O'clock means you have to understand, suppose the right hand is 12 and the hour hand is something called 9. Then you can 9 o'clock. It is called 9 o'clock. It is called 12 o'clock. Okay. So o'clock starts in this is called clockwise direction, and this is called anti-clockwise direction. There are two directions. Your clock always tick, T-I-C-K, tick in a particular direction, and that is called clockwise, and this is called anti-clockwise. So something called clockwise, it is goes in like this. Okay, it is not go in the anti-clockwise direction. So whenever it is going something telling time, what actually you have to understand? Suppose here anything comes here is called past, 10 past, quarter past. I already told you past. Quarter already I inform you. The quarter actually every 15 minutes is a quarter. So that's why quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, and this is called half past. So the right hand is always used with past. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a lot of examples. And the left hand is always tell with 2, just like 25 to 22, quarter to, 10 to, and 5 to. Right now, this part is clear. Don't worry, once I'll give some examples, you can easily understand. But right now, suppose, let me take an example here. Suppose, let me give an example. Suppose I'm going to give you something called 12, 5. Okay. 12:05. Right now it is called 12:05, PM.
5 past 12.
12:05 PM. It is something called I want to give you. How exactly you are going to tell in English? Okay, time.
5 past
12
12,
means,
sir.
I'm sorry.
5 past 12.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, this is something called 5 past 12. ଆମେ କଣ କହୁଛେ 12:05 ହେଇଛି, and exactly you are trying to say, but you have to say like this. This is called 5 past 12. This is called 5 past 12. Exactly. Suppose here I can say, suppose 12:10 ମୁଁ କହିବି. Outly I'm going to say this is called 10 past 12. 12:15 ହେଲା, quarter past 12. 12:20 ହେଲା, 20 past 12. 25 ହେଇଛି, 25 past 12. So this is how it is being said. Not ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି, let me give the same examples. There is something called numerals are there. The numericals values are there. 1/2 up, 1/3, exactly same thing. Whenever you are trying to express in mathematics value, it has a corresponding spoken word also. You are not going to mate 1/2 ଦିଅ କେବେ ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି. Suppose you are trying to bring some things you want to sip or drink, so that time you are telling mate half ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, mate total ଦିଅନ୍ତି ନା half ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. So half ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶ ରେ କହିଛନ୍ତି HLF half ବୋଲି, but the equivalent English equivalent something called I mean the mathematical is called 1/2. Exactly, this is our mathematical values, and most of the time you are very comfortable with mathematical values, not with spoken word. So this is something called spoken word. Okay, 5 past 12, just like quarter past 12, 12:15, quarter past 12, 12:20, 20 past 12, 12:25, 25 past 12, and 30 ହେଇଗଲା. It is something 12:30 ଆମେ କହୁଛେ half past 12, right? That. Okay, right now let me go to this one. Right now it is something called 12:35. Okay, 12:35. How exactly I'm going to tell it? It will be 2. When it is 2, this is called 25. Look at the values, -5. So this is 25. Then tell me how it is going to say.
25
Anybody
to
can tell
12.
me? Sorry?
25 to 12, sir.
No. It is
25
25
to
to
1.
1.
1, 1, 1.
This is called 25 to 1. Okay. If it comes over here, suppose you are coming over here like 12:40, 12:40, then how exactly you are going to say? Yes, everybody?
20 to 1.
20,
To
it
1.
is 20 to 1, not 12. This is quarter to 1.
1.
Everybody. Okay, suppose it is 55. Suppose 12:55. Suppose 12:55. So how exactly you are going to say? How exactly you are going to say?
5 to 1.
5 to 1.
5 to 1. Exactly. So this is all about knowing the time. I just want you guys, look, this is a very interesting and important topic. You must have studied in the high school days and all the things, but you might have forgotten. And this is a basic things. You are trying to speak English, but you are using wrong words most of the time. You are not getting the suitable words, you can say. ଆପଣ ତ କେତେବେଳେ ହାଫ୍ କହୁନା, 1/2 କେତେବେଳେ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମତେ ହାଫ୍ ଦିଅ. ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ମୁଁ ସୁଜୟ ସାରଙ୍କ ଘରକୁ ଆଜି ଗେଷ୍ଟ ହେଇକି ଯାଇଛି, ତ ମୁଁ ସାରଙ୍କୁ କଣ କହିବି, ସାର୍ ମତେ ପୁରା ଫୁଲ ଚା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ମତେ ହାଫ୍ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ମୁଁ ହାଫ୍ କହୁଛି କାହିଁ, ମୁଁ ସେଠି କହୁଛି 1/2 କହୁନି. Am I going to tell that mate 1/2 ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ? We are not going to tell. We never express in fraction. We always say in words. So 1/2 equal to half. 1/3 equal to 1/3. 1/4 equal to 1/4. If every fraction has a corresponding spoken word. Exactly. Every time as a corresponding spoken word. ଆମେ କହୁଛେ 12:30 12:40 sir 12:40 you are not going to tell the same thing. You are talking to somebody, you are talking to anybody and you don't know how to speak it. Suppose 12:40 how exactly you are going to say? You can say it's 20 to 1. It's 20 to 1. That's how we are supposed to say. And this is very small topic, I already informed you. Okay, so let me, to give more clarity, let me bring the second things for you. This is little bit more clarity as compared to this one. Okay, just like it's 5 past anything, it is 5 past 12, it's 10 past 12, it's quarter past 12, it's 20 past, it's 20 past, it's half past, then it's 25 to plus 1. This is plus 1. This is exactly the same, but it will be the left side 2 is always plus 1. जदि आपण देखुछंती, let me give an example here. Suppose आपण लिखले 12:50 okay, এটা 12:50. How exactly you are going to say? You are supposed to say it's 10 to
1.
10 to 1.
10 to 1. That's all. It is called 10 to 1. How exactly you are going to say? And this is very important also. Look, why it is important, let me tell you. Because whenever we are trying to speak English, most of the time I don't want you should struggle in interview also. I have seen in Byju's, let me tell you very interesting things. There was a time and the manager was sitting, I was just sitting in another bay. I was listening there because I was just like, I was into 1 year of my service there. So I have been deputed to just watch everything in Bhubaneswar, like, it was going on. And the manager was asking that guy, what's the time? It's 11:05, sir. And my dear friends, he was rejected because this fellow doesn't know how to express. He was telling, it is 11:05. Is there any other way you can express? No, sir. It's 10:05 p.m. AM, like that he was telling. So that means this fellow, in spite of being an engineer, he doesn't know how to express the time. So that's why knowing the time is very important. You should know this is something called the time, and this you can take a screenshot of these particular things. Okay, and it's not a big deal. Let me tell you, this is not a big deal. Okay, so now this part is clear. You can take anything, any numbers you can tell. Suppose I'm going to tell you how exactly you are going to express it. How exactly you are going to express it? Anybody can tell me? 8. How exactly you are going to express this one?
Sir, 20 past 8.
20 past 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you gone to railway? So how in the railways, how the elements have been calibrated? How exactly are going to, suppose your train arrives at this time, how they are going to tell? How they are going to tell it? Can anybody can tell me? You might have seen the, something called the railway systems. There's something called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 24. They circulate throughout the day. So my question to you is that suppose my train arrives at 5 p.m. 5 o'clock or 5 p.m. So there, how exactly you express in railway? There will be announcement. How exactly you can understand from the announcement? What they say, what that particular person say?
17.
Yeah, 17. I just want to know that words. 17. Anybody can tell me? A lot of people are there. That is called 17. Or what?
17 to 9.
No.
Train will arrive on 17.
17 ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 5ଟାରେ ଟ୍ରେନ ଆସିବ तो से गोटे घोषणा करूची, he is trying to he tells some things how exactly you are going to express it. केमते आपण एक्सप्रेस करिवे से जो like there is a person, it's an automated voice. IVR is coming. The train of your destinations arrives at,
Just on 17, sir.
sorry,
Just on 17, maybe.
17
after
hours.
that, that is called 17 hours. That's what exactly I want to know. That is called 17 hours. And there are certain countries in the world, they are 24 hours. Look, we have something I already informed you, 12-hour clock format. It's a 12 hour because we are using analog format. Whenever there's a digital work, it will be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are few countries in the world where you can get 24 hours system. Every time the 12 repeats, that's why there is something called 12 a.m., 12 p.m. But in their time period, it is called 1 or something called 12 or 24. That's all. The 12 or 24, but we say 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. right? So what is the important of these things? Why I'm going to tell you? Because if you utterly trying to interact with anybody using this kind of systems, then you are supposed to know how exactly you can express it. That's very important. Okay, you must have known it, but it's my prerogative and it's also my duty to inform you because it's a very small topic. Look, this sentence is correct. This sentence is correct. I am going to meet you at 10:30 a.m. But whenever you say what's the time, it is all about telling time. It is an information. You are not focusing on time. It is an information. Look at the things. It is a completely an information. So in informational things, you are supposed to say like 10:30 a.m. It's okay. But this is something called telling time. You are trying to tell time. Look, what's the time by your watch? Oh, by the way, what's the time right now? Buddy, what's your time? Suppose you are working in an IT firm and you are trying to do some things. The person who is sitting there sometimes forget it. Oh my God, what's the time right now? It's ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ସମୟରେ କହିଦିଅ 12:30, 12:30. No, that is something called, look, ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଏଇଟା wrong. It's not about wrong and right. Try to understand. 1/2 equal to half. ଆପଣ ମାଗୁଛନ୍ତି ହାଫ ମତେ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ କେତେବେଳେ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି 1/2 ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଆପଣ ମାର୍କେଟରୁ ମାନେ ଅଦା ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି ହାଫ କିଲୋ, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି 1/2 ଦିଅ ବୋଲି? You never say, you say half. So actually half means 1/2, that you know very well, but you never use mathematical terms there. So this is a mathematical terms, man. That's what exactly I'm trying to. So if you say, oh, is there anything wrong with that? There is nothing called wrong, but people will laugh at him if I'm using mathematical terms. That's my concept here. Okay. So now this is clear to everybody. It's clear.
Sir.
It's clear or any problems? Yes.
Sir, one question.
Yeah, please
sir,
ask me.
sir, 12:40 is, sir.
Yes. 12:40. Okay.
Can I say
12:40. Yes.
it is 40 minutes past 12?
No. No. This is in the left hand. You are supposed to use 2. And this is past. You have to use 22 1. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
No,
30.
No, look. 40 mane kon 8 ରହୁଛି ତ?
Sir,
40 mane 8. So this is mean 22 1. That's the thing.
40 past 12. No.
Sir, ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ format ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି. Are you looking at the format?
Sir.
This is how the American and British people use. We are not supposed to deviate it. If you are going for the right hand side, we are supposed to use past. If you are going to the left hand side, we are supposed to use 2. If you say, sir, can I use past 2? How can you? Look, when your minute hand is the left side, that means it is the 2 side. 40 it will be here. So it is called 22 1. ଆପଣ କହିବାନି 40 fast. No, past right hand side and 2 left hand side. You cannot change. by our own sake. We cannot change it. This is a format. So that's why please take the format. You
Yes, sir.
cannot change it. Okay, if you want even you can change it. आपण जदि निजे चेंज करी कहि दे रॉन्ग आमे कहबा जे एठी देखंतु एठी आपनकर मिनिट काउंटर रहला तो 12:48 रहइबो 40 माने 8 रहइबो. So this is called 20 to 1. That is how it is being said. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Now it's clear to everybody.
I mean गोटे हवा ପାଇଁ ଯେତି ମିନିଟ ବିଫୋର ଥିବ ସେତି ମିନିଟ ହିଁ କୁହାଯିବ.
ସେଗୁଡା କୁହାଯିବ ସେଟା. That is how it is being said. Okay, so that is why I have given a clear clarity upon. Yes,
सर दीटा भी ठीक हेई परिबो बोधे सर.
कोटा दीटा ठीक हेई परिबो सर.
सर से सर जे कहले 12टा
केमी सर देखंतु गोटे फॉर्मेट यूज करूची आपण केन ताको चेंज करिवे केमती. How exactly you are going to change it?
से कथा
This is a format. Sir, listen. This is a format not invented by me. This is a format how the English people are using. आपण जदि कहबे आई पाखरे आम बसिबो आईटा होची सिंगुलर ही पाखरे आम बसे दबा काई होबनी आमे लगेले होबो कि सर एटा तो सिंगुलर सेटा सिंगुलर. You have to understand this is not our language. We are trying to follow somebody's language. So they exactly use the way it has been there. आमे केमती चेंज कर दवा सेटा. How exactly we are going to change it? हमको ठीक लागु जे आमे मैथमेटिकली एटा कहउछन एटा तो एमती हेरिबो. How? It's not possible. You have to follow the way it is.
हां सर ठीक ठीक सर ठीक.
So you cannot change it. Pono जोटा कहउछंती as an Oriya guy I can understand. But how exactly you are going to explain? आमे कहउछे देखंतु गोटे छोटी एग्जांपल देबी. आमे कहउछे ही टा ही सी टे होची सिंगुलर. आई टा भी सिंगुलर. आई पाखरे आम काई लागुची. You don't have a particular answer for that. Because this is
ओडिया को फॉलो करी कहि देले जेमति हमें कहू 12:40 हेची आउ केतेबेली को गोटे बाजू 20 मिनिट बाकी होची से
नहीं
हिसाब
सेटा देखंतु ओडिया सेथि पाई तो मु कहली फॉरगेट अबाउट ओडिया सर. ओडिया आमे एठी जे पढुछन वी आर नॉट फॉलोइंग ओडियास. We are learning something how English people speak. This is how मु तो आपन को देखै दै. This is something called a clock, typical clock. Okay, now this is to everybody. Do you understand it or any doubt?
Sir.
Because I have some things to tell you more. Yes,
Sir, I have a question, sir.
please ask me sir.
Sir, এটা was 22 minutes per minute.
I am not getting you sir.
Sir,
Repeat. Your voice is not clear sir. No, that we are writing. No,
Sir?
I am talking about the spoken part, sir. I am talking about the spoken part. Whatever you are writing, it's okay. I don't have any problems. But it is all about spoken English. How exactly you are going to say it? ଆପଣ ଲେଖିକି ତାଙ୍କୁ ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି you are sitting by my side ତ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଲେ 12:40 ହେଇଛି ମତେ କଣ ଲେଖିକି ଦେବେ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ତ it is all about spoken. That's what exactly I'm going to tell you. You can say 12 to 1. If I'll say what's the time right now, I'll say 12 to 1, 20 to 1, quarter to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1. ता माने 12:55 ହେଇଛି 5 to 1. It's 5 to 1 12:55. आपण जदि कहबे like 10 past 12 ता माने 12:10. So obviously you are not going to write it. There are two different things are there. Whenever somebody asks you on the spot, sir, what's the time? How exactly you are going to say? You are in Chennai. आपण चेन्नई को जाउछंती. तो चेन्नई को जाई कि आपने पचरी आपण को 12:10 ହେଇଛି. No, you are not going to say like this. You are supposed to use this format. Now this is clear to everybody? It's clear or any doubt? Everybody?
Clear.
Clear? Can I get a thumbs up mark from everybody? Then I have to ask you some other questions also. Clear? Okay. Fine.
जे सर राति दिन को जो सर मेंशन करा जाउचे जरा मने करंतु सांगटे आमे कथा होचु कहलु से आज मते भोर 5:30 रु उठे देला एटा को केमिति आमे एई स्पोकन इंग्लिश रे कहि परिबा कि ना सेंति किछ नै.
No. It is all about, look, you have given a statement. That person woke me off at 5:30 a.m. or p.m. You have to say like this, but not asking that here is time. What's the time? Look, this statement you have given, mo sango mate 5 uthei dela. You have given long statement. Here everything is important. Time is important. Your friend has woken up you up is very important. A lot of things happen here. So it is a statement. But whenever you say, if a like specific question, try to what's the time, then how can you say? Are you getting my point, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Whenever your friend says something, suppose Mukavi sir, sorry, I'm going to meet you at 12:30 p.m. It's okay. You cannot say there, I'm going to meet you at 12:30. How can you say like this? Did I ask you the timing here? Particular timing? I ask you like how exactly you can meet me. It's a sentence. It has a meaning. But whenever it's a what's the time, then you are supposed to tell me the time. And that particular time, you are supposed to use this one. That's what I mean. This is all about telling time, nothing else. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Got the clarity?
Thank you.
Yes or no? Okay. So right now, I have questions to everybody. Suppose I am going for a movie, and Muktikan sir is my friend. So I'm going to I'm going to watch a movie. So what about you and how about you? When I can use how about you and when I can use what about you? What is the difference between how about you and what about you? Can anybody can answer me? It's a spoken English term. Whenever somebody asks you, suppose, oh, like no, I'm going for here and there. What about you? You are using what about you? Are you using that particular situation that how about you? You are not using. I just want to tell you what's the difference between how about you and what about you. Can anybody can tell me? Okay, right now tell me what about you. Suppose I say a statement, I am going to watch a movie. What about you? So what do you mean by that? You can explain in Oriya if you're very comfortable.
Are you interested to come in to watch movie?
Absolutely. That means I just wanted to know your opinion. Okay, that is something. What about you? Hey, I have already completed my. Suppose I'm a student and one fellow student with me. I can say I have already completed my task. What about you? That means whether you have completed or not. Yes or no? That's the same things. So I have already, taken this one. What about you? That means have you already taken this one or not? So exactly you wanted to know the things. But the most American people use something called how about you? So how about you and what about you? What's the difference? Anybody can tell me? Yep. Tell me. Prakash sir, any what about you and how about you? Can you tell me the difference between the two? Bhaktigan sir, Dev sir, Sujay sir, everybody, Suryakant sir, Manini ma'am, Itisri ma'am, everybody, Susan sir. No, look, you are not getting my point, ma'am. What about you? Suppose I have given a statement. Yes. Your voice is not audible, sir, properly. No, you guys are not getting my point. Let me give an. No, it's not about that. You are not getting my point. There is two expressions. Suppose I say I am going to watch a movie. You are my friend. We are roommate.
Make a suggestion, sir.
Yes.
Whatever to means sir, to make a suggestion.
To make a suggestion.
Yes.
What about you or how about you?
What about you, sir?
To make a suggestion.
Yes.
Okay. Any other explanation? Have you ever used that? Have you ever come across the situation where you can use what about you? You never used it? There is a distinct difference between what about
Sir,
you.
we are planning. We
Yeah.
are planning to watch the movie Pathan.
Hmm.
ଆମେ sir planning କରୁଛୁ ଆଉ ଆମ group ରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପିଲାକୁ ଆମେ ପଚାରୁ what about you?
Exactly. So what exactly you want to know? Whenever you ask, suppose you are asking me, you have already planned to to just enjoy movie Pathan, and in the meantime I just entered the discussion. I say, what is, how exactly what you're doing? Nothing here, we are planning to watch this movie at 7 p.m. today. So what about you? So what exactly my answer will be? What you feel? And what, whenever you ask that question, what about you? What do you expect from me? Whenever you ask me what is your name, you want my name. That's all. I'm not going to tell anything. Suppose what's your father's name? Then you can say you want to know my father's name. Exactly. If you say, what did you eat? That means what are the items I have taken? You want to know. Exactly. Whenever I say, what about you? So what exactly you want me to tell or want to listen? ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ଟା ପଚାରିବେ, ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି ସାର୍ କହିଲେ, ମୁଁ ଲେଟ୍ ମି ଟେଲ୍ ୟୁ ଇନ୍ ଓରିଆ, ଆପଣ ଟିକେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ ହେଇଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ। ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ପଠାନ ମୁଭି ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତେ, ୟୁ ଅଲ୍ ଆର୍ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍। ତ ମୁଁ ଲେଟ୍ରେ କରି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଡିସ୍କସନରେ। ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଯେ ଲାଇକ୍ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ କରୁଛୁ ମୁଭି ଯିବା ପାଇଁ, ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ୟୁ? ତ ତାମାନେ ଆପଣ ସେଇ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ଟା ମତେ କଣ ପାଇଁ ପଚାରିଲେ? Why did you ask me like the question?
ସାର୍ ମତାମତ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ସାର୍।
That's what exactly ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ। ତାମାନେ ତମେ ଯିବ କି ଯିବନି, ତମର ମତାମତ କଣ? What's your opinion? Are you coming or not coming? ଦିଟା answer, either yes or no। ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି what about you? Exactly। ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଧରନ୍ତୁ କାଲି ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍ ଗୋଟେ ଟାସ୍କ ଦେଇଥିଲେ, ମୁଁ କରିଦେଇଛି, ମୁଁ କେମିତି କହିବି ଏ I have completed the task, what about you? ତାମାନେ ତମେ କରିଛ ନା ନାଇଁ? That's the thing. So the answer will be yes or no. But whenever I say, how about you? Do you know the meaning? And most 95% American people use this one. How about you? What about you? How about you? What about is a British communication. Most of the time the British people use like this. But if you go to an American fellow, they will tell that how about you? So you might be thinking, is there any difference? Yeah, there's a slight difference between what about you and how about you. How about you means has a tendency, you can alter the decision also. Here it's just like an opinion. That's all. ତାମାନେ ତୁ ଯିବୁ ନା ନାଇଁ, ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ମୁଁ କହିଦଉଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ। ଆମେ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ କରୁଛୁ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ, ତମେ ଯିବ ନା ନାଇଁ? That is called what about you. If I say yes, your plan will continue. If I say no, your plan will continue also. So what about you is just like merely a question to want to know my opinion. That's all. ମୁଁ ଯଦି ମନା କରିବି ଆପଣଙ୍କର କିନ୍ତୁ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ ହବ, your plan will continue as planned, like your movie watching movie planning that ଆପଣ କରିଥିଲେ, it will continue. Exactly same things. If I say no, I will not go, still you will continue. So my opinion is not going to hamper your decision. That is called what about you. It's just like an opinion from my side. But how about you? Whenever you say no, I don't want to go, this is a bad movie, so that means my opinion has a tendency or the capacity to change your opinion or change your decision. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ତାମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ କହିବି, ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କର how about you, so how about you is asked to the bosom friends, the circle where they have the capacity to change the decision. But what about you? Just like, hey, tame asibo na nahi? Ame chalilu. Tame aସୁଚଟି? Na mu asibini. Okay, fine, bye, see you. Like that you have to say. But whenever you are trying to use how about you, the moment you say, yes, I wanted to go, but I just checked the review, it's not good. ତମେ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଥିଲା ଆମେ ଯିବାନି. Are you getting my point, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what exactly would I just need from everybody confirmation. Look, what about you is just like, you know, airing my views. ମୁଁ yes କଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଟା as per the planning ଅନୁସାରେ ଯିବ. ମୁଁ ନାହିଁ କଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ ଅନୁସାରେ ଆପଣ ଯିବ. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. But how about you, the moment you say you want all the internal information about the movie or something like that, sometimes my opinion about that movie or about that particular action may change your plan. May, there is a possibility. 100% it's not there, but may. That is, acha, ame bhabichu ame jiba ପାଇଁ ଟିକେ ପଠାନ movie. କଣ କହୁଛ ତମେ? ଯାଓନି ଭାଇ ସେ ବହୁତ ଖରାପ ହେଇଛି. Like I give some bad comments. ତ ଆପଣ କଣ କହିବେ? ତାହେଲେ ଯିବାନି. So that is called how about you. The moment I say what about you, ଆମେ ଯାଉଛୁ ମୁଭି ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ, ତମେ ଆସିବ? ମୁଁ ଆସିବି. Okay, come. ନା ମୁଁ ଆସିପାରିବିନି. Okay, bye, see you in the evening. Got it, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the difference. That's the difference. The moment you say what about you and how about you. So whenever you guys use most of the time how, what about you. You never use how about you, because of the time we don't know the expression. So that particular expression is very important. So next time whenever we are trying to use what about you or how about you, you should be very careful. And I'm coming with another lesson of different expression tomorrow. So that class is a very fantastic one. There's so many expressions are there. Sometimes you don't know exactly what is the meaning of this one and that one. ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ ମାନେ ଏବେ କହୁଥିଲେ, ଜଣେ ସାର୍ କହୁଥିଲେ what about you, ମାନେ ତମ about ମାନେ ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ, you ମାନେ ତମ ବିଷୟରେ କୁହ. Like when you are trying for a translation process, still translation is there in your mind. Even I try to come out, you come out, and that's a stumbling block. And that is the reason why you guys are not able to speak English. That is the main reason. Look, I always, ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ କୁହେ, I never take Oriya into account. ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ କହୁଛି କେବଳ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝେଇବା ପାଇଁ. Yes, sir, tell me. Want to tell something? Yes, sir, your voice is not clear.
ତମ ବିଷୟରେ କଣ କହିଲ?
ହଁ sir, tell me.
ତମ ବିଷୟରେ
କିଛି କୁହ, ଏ କଥା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି? Tell me something about yourself.
କୁହ ବୋଲି କହିଲେ
ସେଇଟା ହେବ sir. Tell me something about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. That you are supposed to. Okay? ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ, ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ମୋ ବିଷୟରେ, then you are supposed to say tell me something about yourself. That you are supposed to say, not what about you. What about you is reserved to know or to get the opinion of something. That's all. Clear, everybody? Clear?